The parents of a soldier from Central Texas say their son was killed in Afghanistan back in 2009 trying to find Bowe Bergdahl, the man at the center of the prisoner swap with the Taliban. They're angry over the situation, even claim the Army covered up the reason behind their son's death. That as the White House shifted to apology mode today. One of the most senior Democrats in Congress criticized the president for, quote, not following the law by not informing Congress of the swap before it happened. Members of the Senate Intelligence Committee held a classified briefing today to try to get some answers about why the Obama administration let 5 Taliban fighters go in exchange for Sergeant Bowe Bergdahl. Something the ranking Democrat on the committee says was even discussed while Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State.
I think our views were clearly translated in our letter, both to the President and to Secretary Clinton. So it comes with some surprise and dismay that the transfers went ahead with no consultation, totally not following the law.
In Poland, the president offered this explanation.
We have consulted with Congress for quite some time about the possibility that we might need to execute a prisoner exchange in order to recover Sergeant Bergdahl.
There's clearly a disconnect. When the president signed the 2014 defense authorization, he included a signing statement saying the executive branch must have the flexibility to conduct negotiations regarding detainee transfers. But that contradicts his 2008 campaign promise.
I will obey the Constitution of the United States. We're not going to use signing statements as a way of doing an end run around Congress.
The fight with Congress comes at a time when the White House is also taking criticism from families of soldiers killed in Afghanistan. Some of the soldiers who served with Bergdahl call him a deserter and claim that at least 6 Americans died searching for him. That list includes Lieutenant Darren Andrews, whose parents believe that Bergdahl walked away from his post without any thought of his fellow soldiers.
I think he should be tried as a deserter.
I agree. I think he needs to be tried as a deserter, and I think he needs to follow the process of, there's different penalties for different types of desertion, and he left his men during a war.
As far as the Army is concerned, Sergeant Bergdahl was not absent without leave and was not a deserter. But the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Army General Martin Dempsey, says an investigation into Sergeant Bergdahl's capture could still happen and that criminal charges would not be off the table.